Hi, this is Suna Senman again, talking about psychology and spirituality and bridging these two things together. I start with a psychology foundation here, where we have talked about object relationships in the past, but now I'm going to talk about your psychological defense mechanisms. And I would have really loved to have my textbook that I could not find on ego defenses. But in particular, the ego defense of, now I can't even remember the names, but let me just explain ego defenses. And before I do that, I want to let you know that these are all spontaneous videos that I'm doing. So they're not scripted, they're really coming intuitively and based on what I know now. The ego defenses are protecting the ego. The ego can also be seen as the little I, the little self that I made myself to be. If you want to look at it in broader, more spiritual terms, it's as, or in religious terms even, let's say, God created me and then I decided, no, I'm going to create me now. So it's kind of behind this whole question of finding myself and who am I, and it's connected also into when we start to interact with society, and society says you have to be something, you have to do something, you have to grow up and be a doctor, nurse, Indian chief, lawyer, teacher, whatever, as your identity. I once watched a TED Talk of a 13-year-old child who said when people ask him what does he want to be when he grows up, he says, happy. And of course, they're looking for a profession, right? Because that gives you your identity. He said, no, I just want to be happy. And if we think from a parental heart, when our children go out and play, we don't care if they play, cowboys and Indians, hide and seek, skip rope, whatever they play, we want them to be happy in what they're playing. So that's how we can look at these small self ego identifications as not really anything significant. What's significant behind it all is our joy and our fulfillment with life. So what I'm going to go look at now is the psychological defense mechanisms for protecting this ego, this small self. We can question, why do we need to protect the small self? Because the small self is not involved in or interested in our joy and happiness. It's kind of interested in this egoistic, self-fulfilling, making myself be something real because I'm not. And it is all identified into everything we say about, this is my profession, or I'm this type of person, or blah, 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 blah. Not really ourselves. So ego defenses are rationalizations. That's one of the ego defenses that I wanted to really point out. And this ego defense works when we really, in our true self, our large S self, experience one thing, but our ego self wants us to believe something else. So I'll give a really simple example. And this is how we're trained into listening to our small self. Perhaps a 3-year-old goes to get a shot at the doctor's and is crying because it hurts. That's genuine, my real self. I experience pain. I want to relieve and self-soothe through crying. And And then an adult comes over and says, oh, that didn't hurt. Stop crying. That didn't hurt. Then the 3-year-old is questioning, wait a minute. You say that's not hurt? You, who's the adult, who I look up to as a god because you provide all my needs in life, you're saying that doesn't hurt. Okay, but my body said that hurt. There's a conflict going on right now. But then because I feel dependent on you for my needs, my shelter, my food, my clothing, my comfort, then I better believe you that, no, this doesn't hurt. And I shut down the signal of my body. I rationalize that this God person I'm dependent on tells me it doesn't hurt. So I must be experiencing something else because this is not hurt. And this is how we talk ourselves out of connecting with who we truly are. We do this when we have an experience as an adult with maybe a teacher that we just feel is not really resonating with what resonates, what's right in me, but I feel, oh, I've got to pass this course so that I can get this degree, so that I can go into this particular profession. So I'm just going to believe this person for the reasons of getting what I need and deny my own experience. This happens a lot in the medical field. I have to tell you that some people who are trained as doctors and nurses have trained themselves out of their own experience and their own inner knowing. Not everybody, but that's rationalization and ego defense, understanding the small ego self and its need to maintain itself by perpetuating the illusion of itself against who you truly are. And there comes the conflict, and that's when the uncomfortable feelings come in, because you are going against nature, against who you truly are, against the flow. So now I'm giving an exercise of the way to just simply get in touch with who you truly are, to relieve yourself of the conflict, to return to peace. So we start by taking a big breath in, filling your lungs, filling your belly, filling your upper chest, your lower abdomen, everything, and then slowly release out. Now we breathe again and really feel that breath coming in through your nose and your mouth, into your chest, into your belly, into every part of your being. Feel it, and slowly release it out. And now we're going to add a visual to that. So as you inhale, imagine you're bringing in sunlight. Sunlight and diamond white light, filling your being, like cleaning you. Fill. And then exhale out any gray smoke, any thought that is of a heaviness. Let it all out like dirt. Now we're going to inhale in that white light, sunlight, diamond light into your being. Fill it in your body. Feel it in your body. Feel your breath. Feel the expansion of your chest. And exhale out any debris, the carbon dioxide that your body doesn't need any longer, but will serve the trees and the plants. Inhale deeply in your own pace. And as you inhale, just notice, actually put your hand on your heart and notice your chest go up And as you exhale, notice it contract in. As you inhale, feel that you're bringing in the light into your heart, the lightness in your heart. And as you exhale, see that light expand from your heart. Inhaling into your heart, the light, and exhaling out of your heart, an expansion of the light. Now see colors in that light. You may imagine your own colors. You can inhale in gold and rose light and exhale out a paler gold and rose light. Feel your whole body from your toes, your ankles, your legs, your knees as you're breathing deeply in and out. Feel the air reach these far extremes of your body. Into your thighs and your hips. Take note of any sensations you feel, any pains. Listen to them as you're breathing in and out into your lower abdomen. Feel your abdomen, your belly button, your upper abdomen, your chest, your ribs, all your organs inside. Inhaling slowly and deeply in and out and feeling your body and your being. Feel your upper chest. Feel the emotions that are there and listen to them. Feel your shoulders and your upper arms and your lower arms and your hands and wrists and fingers. Feel your body, listen to your body, listen to their stories, the different parts of your body. Breathing deeply in and out. And now pay attention to your throat and your neck. Your throat is where these words come from your heart outward. Sometimes they match the message of your heart and sometimes they don't. And when they don't, you often feel a pinch in your abdomen, almost like a reminder to be who you truly are, to live as you truly are, to speak as you truly are. And let go of the fear. So think of, now focus on the back of the neck, where the head and the neck meet. Call that the trash can. So empty that trash can of all the fear thoughts, of all the worry thoughts, of all the sensations and illusions of not feeling safe. Anything that is not your joy, dump it from the trash. Dump from the back of your head, the back of your neck. Now take your breath up into your face and the rest of your head, into the center of your head, and just let it breathe there. Breathing in and out, just cleaning off the canvas to make it a blank canvas, to give yourself the freedom to start a new painting, to start a new experience, start a new life. This is the first moment of the rest of your life. You may choose how you wish it to be. Take some more deep breaths in. Now open up the crown of your head and bring in the light from the universe, the abundant love that is always available for you. Bring it in and fill your body and feel it in your body. Feel it in your being. Feel your being expand into light. Continue to breathe. Continue to feel yourself. Continue to feel your heart. Let your heart speak. Let your body speak. And thank your mind when it comes up with its rationalizations. And say thank you, no thank you. I have a being. I am who I am. I don't need any rational concepts of pretending. I am that I am. I am the love that I am. I am the love that I am. Repeat with me. I am the love that I am. I am the love that I am. And let that continue through your day. Enjoy today with blessing.